Well, our bilateral relations in terms of bioenergy have been booming now for some years. Brazil has been sharing its successful experience in having ethanol as part of its mix in gasoline, and then how we moved from a ethanol mix in gasoline to a full ethanol engine, which can take ethanol, 100% ethanol, 50% ethanol, any mixture. So we have been sharing this experience with India in the last 5 or 6 years. And when Honorable Prime Minister Modi made a state visit to Brazil in July, we saw our both leaders further committing to push this partnership further.
So is there any comprehensive pact between India and Brazil over this?
Well, you have the Biofuel Alliance, the Global Biofuel Alliance, which is now the place where Brazil and India are not only strengthening and deepening their collaboration, but also promoting ethanol as a solution to decarbonization to the world, basically to global South countries.
Has there any goal or timeline has been set by both countries to achieve the goals in the field of biofuels?
I didn't get your question.
Is there any deadline have been achieved by Brazil and India regarding the biofuel energy, whatever the pact is?
Well, we cannot talk about deadlines. We can talk about a steady progress. As you have now reached 20% mix of ethanol in gasoline, we are about to reach 30% mix, and we are now sharing the idea of promoting sustainable aviation fuel. So it's a steady progress. I think that the deadlines are national deadlines. You have a national deadline, we have a national deadline to further phase in our bioenergy, our bioethanol participation share in our energy matrix.
You're talking about 130 business missions with India.
Yeah, we have exchanged in the last 2 years or so, a little bit more than 2 years. Yes, and they are basically came to India or they came to Brazil focusing basically on energy, agriculture, defense, and pharma. These are the 4. Of course, we are also pushing for more collaboration between Brazil and India when it comes to DPIs, because India has a very valuable experience in promoting DPIs in your country. So we want to learn from you.
Okay, sir, India has just rolled out its ethanol, this year. So it's also talking about exporting it. So what's your comment on that?
Well, if there is surplus to export ethanol, it's a good idea. We think that ethanol more countries exporting ethanol can make ethanol an important commodity throughout the world, and we want to promote ethanol as a world commodity. So for Brazil, it's a great news if this will happen.
Okay, so do you think there is a requirement of flex engines to run the ethanol-based fuel?
Well, the flex fuel motor, I think it's the successful experience of Brazil in moving towards larger blends of ethanol in gasoline, because cars equipped with flex fuel engines, they can run on any mix of ethanol and gasoline, so you don't have a technical problem.